Okay, now consider the MSR instruction. So MSR instruction, move, M stands for move the data from general purpose register to the status register. Okay, so here the general purpose register is the source operand, and any this CPSR or SPSR, current program status register or stored program status register, it is the source register. Data is moved from general purpose register to the status register. Okay, so similarly here one more syntax is there for MSR instruction. So in place of general purpose register, we can use the immediate operand. So this immediate operand is loaded into the status register, program status register. That can be current program status register or stored program status register. Okay, so this field in these two instructions, field represents, so the field, flag fields in the status registers. So carry flag, zero flag, so like that. So these flags, fields represents the flags. Okay, now consider the example for these two instructions. So we have taken R not initialized to 0, R1 register is initialized to 0, CPSR content is like this, and the SPSR holds this 32-bit value. And one more general purpose register R2 holds this value. First we will execute the MRS instruction. So that is move the status register content to the general purpose register. Here the status register is CPSR, current program status register. This data is loaded into R0 register. So like this. So that is execution of, after the execution of MRS instruction, CPSR data is copied to the R0 register. Okay. And similarly see the next instruction. So MRS instruction, copy the SPSR content to R1. So SPSR content is copied to the R1 register. So that is the one more MRS instruction. Now MSR, move the data from general purpose register to the current program status register. So here the R2 data is moved to CPSR register. So whatever the data which is there in the R2 register is copied to CPSR. There is no change in the SPSR because here we have not modified the SPSR content. We have modified only the content of the CPSR register. Okay, so these are the program status registers. Okay, so here now consider the next coprocessor instructions. So in the first module, we have gone through one of the special feature of the ARM processor. So some of the coprocessors can be connected with the ARM processor. So these coprocessors, they can perform some operation to the ARM processor, some arithmetic operation to the ARM processor. Okay. So when the ARM processor is taking the help of the coprocessor, if the ARM processor is connected with the coprocessors, so in that case we use any one of these instructions. So these instructions are called coprocessor instructions. So when we use coprocessor instructions, when the coprocessors are connected with the ARM processor. So here, so how many coprocessors can be connected with the main ARM processor? So coprocessor numbers are between P0 to P15. So P0 to P15 coprocessors can be connected with the ARM processor. Okay, so these instructions are called coprocessor instructions. See the coprocessor instructions. First one, CDP. CDP means, so copy uh, the data. CDP means coprocessor data processing. Coprocessor data processing instruction. Okay, so the data is processed by the coprocessor. Okay, so that is why here the instruction is called coprocessor data processing instruction. So first column we have to write the CDP instruction. Second, we write the condition. Condition is enclosed inside the curly brace. That means it is optional. Then here we have to write the coprocessor number. So coprocessor number between 0 to 15, P0 to P15, coprocessor number. And here the opcode 1. So opcode 1, so it is the opcode which belongs to the coprocessor. So this opcode is not the mnemonic codes or opcodes of the ARM processor. So coprocessor is also designed with some operational codes, because coprocessor performs some data processing operations. So this opcode, it belongs to the coprocessor. So this opcode indicates what operation is to be performed by the coprocessor. And CDCN. So these are the coprocessor registers, the registers which belongs to the coprocessor. So on the content of these registers, the coprocessor performs this operation. Operation is indicated by the opcode 1. So this is the syntax of the CDP instruction. See this one. So at a time, the coprocessor performs more than one operation. Then the first operation is indicated by the opcode 1 on these two operands, and the second operation can be indicated by the opcode 2. So here opcode 2 is enclosed inside the curly brace means, so it is optional. So at a time we want that the coprocessor has to perform two operations, then we can go for opcode 2 using the comma operator. Okay, so see this once again, coprocessor data processing instruction. Here the coprocessor number between 0 to 15. This opcode indicates what operation is to be performed by the coprocessor on these two registers. Okay, these two registers are the registers which belongs to the coprocessor. If one more operation is performed, then opcode 2 is represented in the instruction. Okay, so now next one more instruction, coprocessor instruction, MRC or MCR. So MRC means, so move the, C stands for coprocessor register, R stands for ARM processor register. Okay, so here in case of MRC instruction, coprocessor data is moved from coprocessor register to the general purpose register of the ARM processor. Okay, so here coprocessor register is the source and ARM processor register is the destination. Data moved from coprocessor register to the general purpose register of the ARM processor. Or the data can be MCR. So MCR, that means move the data from general purpose register to the coprocessor. General purpose register to the coprocessor register. So R means the register which belongs to the ARM processor. C means the register which belongs to the coprocessor. So here in case of MCR instruction, the ARM register is the source register, whereas the C coprocessor register is the destination register. Okay, so see here in case of first column we write MRC instruction or MCR instruction. Okay, so here the CP is the coprocessor number, and opcode 1 is the operation which is to be performed by the coprocessor. And these are the this is RD is the register which belongs to the ARM processor, and CN and CM is the coprocessor registers. Okay, so the instruction is MRC instruction. Then the data is moved from coprocessor register to the general purpose register. If the instruction is MCR instruction, then the data is moved from general purpose register to the coprocessor register. Okay, so one more operation at a time we want to perform two operations, then one more operation can be included with the help of opcode 2. So writing the opcode 2 is optional, so that is why it is enclosed inside the curly brace. Okay, so now one more coprocessor instruction. So coprocessor data processing, move the data between coprocessor register and the ARM processor register. And third one is load and store coprocessor. Load the coprocessor register, store the coprocessor register. So these two instructions are the coprocessor instructions. So LDC, load the data to the coprocessor register from this memory location. This memory location belongs to the ARM memory. From this ARM memory location, the data is loaded into the coprocessor registers. Coprocessor register. Data is loaded from the coprocessor ARM memory location to the coprocessor register. Okay, if the instruction is store coprocessor, C stands for coprocessor. So store coprocessor, then the data from the coprocessor register is stored into the memory location, ARM memory location. So the load coprocessor and store coprocessor instructions, they are used